Welcome to our community spotlight. This month we're featuring Scott Topin. He's the owner of Lansing Junk Removal. Scott and I actually met last year, and it was kind of nice, Scott, because my wife, we go through probably a dumpster every other year, and one of the biggest things that I've had is getting rid of things that I don't want ending up in a landfill. So when we met last year, kind of opened up some opportunities and stuff, for people to not have to do that. Could you share your story and your vision and with everybody here today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started the business in 2008. I was cleaning out properties and I kept seeing good stuff ending up in the landfills. I decided that, people could really use those items. So I ended up taking them to a thrift store, and the thrift store just threw everything right away. And I said, this isn't going to work. So I ended up renting a storage unit, started putting the stuff in there, and it just started off just giving everything away. After a while, I started having some expenses, so I had to start charging a little bit just to cover the expenses. And eventually it ended up growing into a pretty large store.
Nice. And you've been doing this how long?
We started in 2008, so it's been 15 years.
Gotcha, man. Probably blinked, right?
Yeah.
Not quick.
By quick.
Yep. So can you tell us a little bit, so now, like the process, so say, anybody in the community comes to you and reaches out, what's that process from the time you get the call to what happens?
Yeah, absolutely. So by the time we get the call, usually it takes about 1 to 3 days to get started. And then most homes we're able to clean out in half a day. Hoarder homes we're able to clean out in 1 to 3 days. So it's a pretty quick turnover. When we come out, we take a look at what you need gone, give you an exact quote, no hidden fees, no charges for labor, any of that kind of stuff. We just one flat rate, and we agree on the price, we get it taken care of. We do all the packing, loading, you don't have to move anything at all. And then we bring everything back to our warehouse, and then we end up sorting through it. And good reusable items, we either give it away in our free store, or things that we're able to sell, we sell just to cover the rent, utilities, and expenses I have in the store.
Yeah, very nice. So it doesn't end up in a landfill. It goes to another household,
Absolutely.
and so on. So after that, we're gonna go in the back and have you show us once the stuff comes where it goes and how you separate it and deliver it and make it all work. Can you take us through that as well in the back?
Absolutely.
Awesome, thanks. Oh wow, that's a lot of space here.
Absolutely. So when we pick up items, we end up bringing everything back here to our warehouse. Things that end up being not in good shape and need to be destroyed, we end up cutting everything up into smaller pieces to try and minimize the landfills. And then things like mattresses, we cut up into smaller pieces. And then back there, we've got equipment and random things that we're able to use on jobs depending on what's needed.
Okay, gotcha. And so I see all the bins back there. Is that what you use to pack everything up and bring it back?
Absolutely. So we have lots of totes, lots of trash barrels. That way we can go in and quickly pack up the stuff and load it up, and within no time have somebody cleaned out.
Awesome. And what happens after that?
So after that, good reusable items. Up here we have our second warehouse. So we call this the second warehouse, and this is where good reusable furniture ends up going before it ends up out on the sales floor.
Okay.
And then over here is our workstation where my brother-in-law, actually, he goes through and he tests things, cleans things, makes any kind of repairs. And then back here, he sorts through all these totes and all these random things that we end up getting. And once they get sorted, they get moved over there. And from there, they get moved out onto the sales floor.
Awesome. All right. So the next step is the sales floor.
Absolutely.
All right. That's awesome.
So we have household items, we got decorations, we've got furniture, we have kitchen items, got lamps, glassware, microwaves, bags, clothes, hangers,
You guys got pretty
more
much everything
furniture,
here.
antiques, collectibles, old books.
You got old Wheaties. I love it, man. Boxes
Yeah.
and stuff, collectibles, right?
Absolutely.
So you never know what you're gonna find, here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
always changing. Every time you come in, it's something different.
Yeah. Nice free section over there. If somebody needs something. So,
Yes.
hey, here's the thing. Spring is coming up. You need to declutter, get rid of stuff, whatever. Scott here from Lansing Junk Removal is your guy. Not only do you get it removed, but that actually goes to a nice household as well. It doesn't end up in a landfill. So Scott, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to feature you here for this month. And if you need anything, go to lansingjunkremoval.com and have him do it. Talk to you soon.